welcome to today's tailoring class. So today we are going to be talking about how to make our straight stitching, and then we'll learn how to make a square stitch, so how to be able to corner at the ends here, and how to put your foot down and turn the fabric around so that you can corner at this end here. And then we'll also learn how to make to stitching around. So let's get on. To start stitching, I'm going to try and align my stitch. Now at this point I would have liked to show you how to do a 5/8. So if I want to do a 5/8 stitch allowance, I'm going to be placing my fabric to align with the 5/8 line here. Okay, so with my needle and everything threaded and in place, this is my 5/8 line. So I'm going to put my foot down, okay, and start stitching. Now I'm stitching at the general stitch length, which is 2.5. That's my stitch length, and then I'm using the normal stitch. So I'm going to do a few stitches forward and then a few stitches backwards and forward, about 2-3 stitches forward, 2-3 stitches backwards to secure my ends, and that is what we call backing your stitch up. Okay, and I'm stitching at a 5/8 stitch allowance. So let's watch how it's done. This class is still for beginners learning how to do tailoring. So I'm going to start stitching now. Get my needle in, stitch a few stitches forward and then a few stitches. So I press on my reverse button, stitch backwards, stitch forward again, and I carry on stitching straight on, knowing that I'm still catching on the 5/8 stitch allowance. Backward lever again, stitch backward and forward again, and then you lift up your foot and you cut your thread on the side. So that is a 5/8 stitch allowance over there. The thing we'll be doing now is to stitch and learn how to do the cornering. Okay, how to corner. Let's say you're stitching something that has a corner and you need to do it. Let's learn how to do it. I'm going to stitch in the straight, and when I get here I'll show you what to do in a minute. Just so that we catch it at the corner, you can use your the wheel at the end on the side to help you turn in fabric. Now I need to catch it at the corner some more, so I'm going to move it one more to catch it at the point there. I'll lift my foot up now, twist, turn my fabric around, because now I'm going to go in this direction, and then press my foot down. And when my foot is down, I can start sewing again. So we are going to go on in this direction. Gently you feed the fabric into the machine. You don't pull it, you just feed it gently into the machine. Work at your pace as a beginner when you're going, just so that you enjoy the project. So we are nearly at the corner. I'm going to slow down. I can just turn it with my wheel on the side of my machine so that I make sure I'm going to catch it. My last stitch will be caught in the corner. Then I'll lift my foot up, turn my fabric around, because I'm going to go this way now. Put it down when I've turned it, and then carry on stitching. When I'm getting closer to the corner, just turn it and make sure I've caught it at the corner. Lift my foot, turn it around, put the foot back down, and then I'll carry on stitching. I can now draw my thread and cut it on the sides. So we're able to do our cornering here. We just put the needle down, and whilst the foot was up, then we turned it around, and then we carried on stitching. So that is it about cornering. So I've drawn a circle here. As you can see, I have a circle. I'm going to show you how to go in a circle, and when you are stitching in a circle or in a curve, you just have to be gentle with it so that you can catch the whole shape of a circle and not rush it. You get it? If you can't do it, you can just use the wheel on the side of your machine to turn it instead of using the foot, if you are not too sure of catching the shape. But when you're sure, you can always carry on with your foot. So gently, you don't have to rush it. You just gently, and then you turn it as you go along. You keep turning. stitching in a circle as well. And I hope you enjoyed this basic way of controlling your hand and your stitch on the machine. As a beginner, you just need more practice to be able to get your straight stitching, your stitching a square in the corners and in the ditch, and then also a stitching around. You just have to keep at it, and then with time you get it. So in the next class, we are going to be talking about the different types of seams. The seams are a lot. I'll be talking about 7 or 8 of them in this class, and I'll show you at what time to use what seam edge finish. Hope you enjoyed this class. See you in the next class. Have a lovely day. Bye.